What up, friends? So, we are continuing our conversation on conscious relationships. What the fuck is it? How do we get into one? What is the contract between partners? So, one big piece of this is you come into partnership seeing your partner as not the enemy and not your savior. So the two things that we want to do when we come in partnership that we are subconsciously doing is, one, we are projecting all of the negative character traits of our parents onto our partner. Or no, we're not projecting, we're finding them within, right? The unmet needs that we're looking for and the wounding. So we're actually looking for them to trigger us in the ways that our parents did. So when we find that those triggers come up, we are going to start projecting all of our shit onto them. Fix me, heal me, all of this. First thing that we're going to notice in a conscious relationship is when the stuff comes up, we are taking it just exactly for that. Oh, whoa, this came up. Oh, you're reminding me of my dad right now. Let me get into what the story is behind that. Let me unpack that. Another thing that we do is we put on the quote unquote, the good traits, the effective traits, the things that we really want and need. Sometimes we project those onto the partner and we see them for more than they are. Not to say that they're bad for not having them or embodying them, or maybe that's a step down the line for them, but we see them as a little more than they are because we have this desperate need to find that peace. We're looking for the wholeness. We're looking for them to fulfill us, complete us in some way. So we come into relationships sometimes in the beginning thinking, oh my gosh, I found this mythical unicorn partner. Everything's roses and rainbows and they're so wonderful. And all of a sudden we go, oh shit, what about this? What about that? Really, truly, they may have never been a lot of those things in the first place, but you had this need, this desire to feel nurtured and taken care of in a certain way. So you projected these things onto them. So it's knowing they're not here to save you. They're not perfect, but they're also not your enemy. When you get triggered, when you get reactive, they're here really to be your teacher. So you have a much more accurate view, much more accurate assessment of who they really are as a person. And then you see beneath their things. You're not judging them. Again, you're accepting them for right where they are. This is how you show up. I could see you. I'm going to learn to understand you. And I'm going to accept that rather than try to change that. Then another piece of this is communication. We can refer to this as sender responsibility, meaning we communicate our needs at all times. It doesn't matter if this is the same fight you've had 550 times. It doesn't matter if you've been with your partner for 35 years. Partners are not mind readers. They cannot read our minds. Just because it's happened many times doesn't mean we always need the same thing. And we also are not on their map. We don't know what they're thinking. Normally when I do this, she likes it, but sometimes when I do this, she pushes me away. Does she want me to hug her right now? Does she want me to stand? I really don't know what to do. And then they get into freeze. I'm going to do it wrong, so I'm just going to freeze. Or maybe I'm going to do it wrong, and now I'm feeling really defensive, so I'm going to fight or I'm going to flee. As a child, when we are infancy stage, we cannot communicate. We do not have words. So we scream and cry and fuss, and the louder we cry and the louder we fuss, the quicker mom comes in, soothes us, nurtures us, makes us feel better. Partner is not mom, though there's a part of us inside wants them to be mom. They do not know what we need. We think the louder that we're crying and fussing, the more they're going to understand and intuit what we need in that moment, but they don't. So in conscious relationship, it's feeling safe. Again, remember, we're creating that safe well between us that's full of love and trust and connection. And so in this moment, it feels safe to communicate our needs. This is exactly what I need from you right now. Can we stop this conversation? Can we just have some loving touch? Can you just give me a hug? We can fight later. Maybe I need space. Look, I need space. I don't want to shut you out. I don't want to shut down the conversation. My nervous system is not regulated right now. I feel completely overwhelmed. I am at my max. I need some quiet time. I need an hour. We'll come back and revisit this. Whatever the case is for you. So it's communicating. Sometimes the other person might say, like, what's the solution? Let's find a solution. What can I give you in this moment? Oftentimes in an unconscious relationship, that can be asked and the other partner says, I don't even know. I'm not even clear, because they're just looking again for that magic wand to be waved over the situation. So the other partner is clear too. This is what I need in this moment from you, and this is how I communicate it to you. And the other partner is always open to hear it. They're not going to be defensive or reactive. We'll put that away for later. Yes, I'm open to hear. I'm open for your needs. So that sender responsibility is key.